Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, staring at the clock, wondering why sleep feels like a luxury you just can't afford anymore? You're not alone. In fact, nearly half of all seniors over 70 struggle with sleep problems. Whether it's trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up feeling unrest. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this way. Today we're diving into 4 simple bedtime rituals that can transform your nights from frustrating to restorative. And trust me, these aren't complicated fixes. They're small, practical changes that anyone can start tonight. Let's begin with the first ritual, something I call calming the storm. You see, our bodies aren't designed to switch from go, go, go to sleep in an instant. Think of your mind like a busy highway at rush hour. Cars honking, brakes screeching, everyone in a hurry. If you try to sleep while your brain's still in that chaotic state, of course it won't work. That's why the first ritual is all about slowing down. For the last hour before bed, I want you to focus on activities that tell your body, hey, it's time to relax. Maybe that's reading a chapter of a feel-good book. Nothing too suspenseful, mind you. Or perhaps it's listening to soft instrumental music like those old jazz records you love. One of my viewers, Margaret, told me she started knitting during this time, and she swears it's the reason she now falls asleep within minutes. The key here is consistency. Do this every night and your body will learn to associate these activities with sleep. Now let's talk about the second ritual. Dimming the lights. Did you know that bright lights, especially from screens like TVs or phones, trick your brain into thinking it's daytime? That's because they mimic sunlight, which suppresses melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. So here's what I want you to do. About 2 hours before bed, start lowering the lights in your home. Swap out harsh overhead bulbs for lamps with warm, soft lighting. And if you absolutely must check your phone, use the night mode setting. Better yet, try leaving it in another room altogether. My neighbor Frank, who's 78, told me he started reading actual paper books instead of scrolling through his tablet, and guess what? He's now sleeping through the night for the first time in years. Small changes, big results. These first 2 rituals are all about setting the stage for sleep. Creating an environment and a routine that signal to your body, it's time to rest. And the best part? You can start tonight. But we're just getting started. There are 2 more powerful rituals that can take your sleep from okay to oh wow. So stick with me and let's keep building toward nights you'll actually look forward to. Now that we've set the stage for better sleep with calming activities and softer lighting, let's dive into the third ritual, one that's often overlooked but can make a world of difference. I call it finding your Goldilocks zone. No, I'm not talking about fairy tales here. This is about getting your bedroom temperature just right. You see, as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to temperature changes. Too cold and your muscles tense up. Too warm and you'll toss and turn all night. But when you hit that sweet spot, usually between 65 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit, your body can finally relax into deep, restorative sleep. So how do you find your perfect temperature? Start by experimenting. If you've been keeping your room at 75 degrees because you're always chilly, try lowering it by 1 degree each night until you find what works. And don't forget your bedding. Heavy comforters might feel cozy, but they can trap heat. Opt for breathable layers instead, like cotton or bamboo sheets, that you can add or remove as needed. One of my subscribers, Linda, shared that switching to a cooling mattress pad helped her stop night sweats altogether. She said it felt like sleeping on a cloud. Now that's the goal. But here's a pro tip. Take a warm bath or shower 90 minutes before bed. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But when you step out of that warmth, your body temperature naturally drops, mimicking the cooling process that happens when you fall asleep. It's like giving your internal clock a gentle nudge. My friend Ed, who's 72, swears by this. He told me, "I used to think baths were for kids, but now I look forward to mine every night. It's my secret weapon." All right, let's move on to the fourth ritual, the power of routine. I know, routine might sound boring. But hear me out. Your body craves predictability, especially after 70. When you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, yes, even on weekends, you're training your internal clock to say, okay, it's 10 p.m. Time to wind down. No more guessing games. Start by setting a realistic bedtime. If you're naturally a night owl, don't force yourself into a 9 p.m. curfew. Listen to your body. Maybe 10:30 p.m. works better for you. The key is consistency. And if you're thinking, but what about my afternoon naps? Keep them short and early. A 20-minute power nap before 3 p.m. can recharge you without stealing sleep from the night. Take it from Martha, an 81-year-old viewer who used to struggle with late-night energy crashes. She started setting a daily alarm for bedtime and cut her naps to 15 minutes. Within a week, she was sleeping through the night. It's like magic, she said. Now, I know adopting new habits can feel overwhelming at first. Maybe you're thinking, how am I supposed to remember all this? Don't worry, start small. Pick one ritual to focus on this week, then add another once it feels natural. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. And trust me, your future well-rested self will thank you. Now that we've walked through all 4 bedtime rituals, let's take a moment to reflect. Imagine how different your days could feel if you woke up refreshed, energized, and ready to tackle whatever life throws your way. That's the power of a good night's sleep. It doesn't just recharge your body. It revitalizes your entire outlook on life. And the best part? You've already taken the first step by learning these strategies. Let's revisit them quickly, not as a checklist, but as a gentle reminder. First, calming your mind with quiet activities like reading or knitting. Second, dimming those harsh lights to let melatonin work its magic. Third, finding that Goldilocks temperature so your body can truly unwind. And fourth, sticking to a consistent routine, because predictability is your sleep's best friend. These aren't rules carved in stone. They're tools, and you're free to adapt them to fit your life. Maybe you're thinking, but what if I slip up? Let me tell you a secret. Even Margaret, who now sleeps like a baby, had nights where she forgot to dim the lights or stayed up binge-watching her favorite show. And that's okay. Progress isn't about perfection. It's about showing up for yourself, even if it's just 3 nights a week. Small, consistent efforts add up. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Sleep is more than just rest. It's the foundation of your health, your mood, and your independence. When you prioritize sleep, you're not just investing in better nights. You're investing in better days. More energy to garden, to play with grandkids, or to enjoy that morning walk you love. So I'd love to hear from you. Which of these rituals are you excited to try first? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, do me a favor. Give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who might need better sleep too. Together, we can help more seniors reclaim their nights and their vitality. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, age is just a number, but how you feel at any age is entirely up to you. Here's to waking up tomorrow feeling like the best version of yourself. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video.